Over to you.
Great, so I'm thrilled to be here today interviewing Chris in a reverse interview style. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Murray from eBay, and having been on the receiving end of so many of Chris's interviews over the years, I'm thrilled to be able to ask him the questions today to find out about what's going on at TameBay.
It does feel weird being on the other side of the table for a change.
So tell us, Chris, what's changing over at TameBay?
So the name TameBay has changed. We've rebranded as ChannelX, which is part of a much wider rebrand. TameBay was acquired by the Internet Retailing Group about 6 years ago. Internet Retailing's research arm is already known as RetailX. E-delivery is going to be known as DeliveryX, and TameBay is going to be known as ChannelX. And it kind of explains a lot better what we do nowadays, because when we started off, it was all about marketplaces, but now there are so many different routes to market. You can be selling on marketplaces or your own website or social media channels or messaging channels. They're all different channels to market. So it's Channel X, and I guess today eBay is that X.
Okay, excellent. Well, very clear, and kind of streamlining it all makes a ton of sense given the changes in ways to sell. Tell us a little bit about the history and how you started selling on eBay and then how TameBay came about.
So I started selling on eBay way back when I was about to buy my first house, and 2 weeks before it completed, I got made redundant. So I didn't tell the bank. I completed on the house, but I needed some money. So I found a source of products and literally started selling on eBay. But actually it goes back a little bit before then, and a shout out to a friend, Sally, who way back in the early 2000s, 2001, said to me, I found this site, do you think I can make any money on it? And yes, and she did make money on it, but I looked at it and thought, I can make money on this site as well, and that site was eBay.
Great, lovely. And what did you start selling, Chris? What was
It was second-hand computer products.
Okay, perfect.
So refurbished, probably many not even refurbished, more recycled than refurbished.
Right, so the kind of perfect kind of home territory for what still continues to work on eBay. Tell us a little bit about what you see as the opportunities for sellers if you look forward over the next year. There's been so much happening for consumers and sellers, so much volatility and change in the last 2 years. What do you think are the opportunities and the high points?
So obviously we've had Brexit, we've had pandemic, we've got a war in Eastern Europe. But I think one thing we've got to accept is consumers' spending is going to be constrained with fuel prices, both petrol, diesel and gas electric going up and likely to go up again in September. By the time we get to Christmas, spending power is going to be really reduced. But I do think that's an opportunity for small, independent, agile businesses, because larger companies and brands are also going to be constrained. They're going to be reducing advertising budgets and maybe looking at price points. But I always think that in a recession, it's a huge opportunity for a small independent business. And especially if you've not even started a business, it's a great time to start, because with that spending power from the larger companies reduced, it really levels the playing field and gives you an opportunity to get your brand and name heard. And I think consumers will be accepting that they'll be looking for different brands at a lower price point, or refurbished goods or second-hand goods. They'll be open to buying from different businesses and different places. So I think it's a huge opportunity out there for those that are albeit not without challenges, but for those that want to grasp the metal, it's a great time to be in business.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. And so, last but not least, tell us what's coming up at ChannelX and what are the big exciting things happening in the coming months.
So ChannelX is going to carry on a day-to-day basis doing what we've always done, which is reporting the news on eBay, other marketplaces and other channels. But we've also got our first event, in-person event, coming up on October the 13th in London, ChannelX World. And you're going to be there, Murray, speaking, and loads of other industry people from different channels. Come along, it will be great to meet people again as we come out of the pandemic and start mixing. So very excited to get back out there in person at ChannelX World in October.
Good. So look, it's been great to be on the other side of the chair for once, asking you some of the questions.
I'll be back asking them next time.
Thanks for that, and see you again soon. Take
Thanks,
care.
Murray.